This is my second cousin, Sheila, and Sheila is going to go over the genealogy of my grandmother's side.
Hi. So when my other second cousin, Michael's sister, Maureen, was starting, she started and she went on the McGrail side. Johanna Shelly is my great aunt, so she is a sister to my grandmother. I'm going to go back to their parents. Their parents were John Shelley and John Shelley and Anne Quinlan. John Shelley was born in about 1870, and he died in Ireland in May 1st, 1946. He married Anne Quinlan, the daughter of Michael Quinlan, on August 4th, 1894 in St. Nicholas Church, Carrick-on-Suir, Tipperary, Ireland. Anne Quinlan was the daughter of Michael Quinlan. She was born in the 1870s, and we suspect the early 1870s. And she died on June the 23rd, 1951, as a widow in Cashel, Ireland. We cannot reach back further than that with definite information. So that's why we're doing the about information for birth dates, etc. The marriage information we have a certificate on, so that is something that we're sure of. And on the certificate, it gives the information of who their fathers were. They had 8 children. Their first daughter was Johanna Angela Shelley, that you've heard information on. Their second daughter was Mary Molly was her name she went by, Shelley, and that is my grandmother. She was born on May the 3rd, 1897 in Carrick-on-Suir, Tipperary, Ireland, and she died on September the 5th, 1969 in Oldham, Lancashire, England. She married Michael Mackin, the son of Michael Mackin and Mary Donnelly. And Mary Donnelly was Michael Mackin's second wife. And he married they got married in 1920 in Lancashire, England, Oldham. He was born on August the 13th, 1893 in Carlingford, Dundalk, Louth, Ireland. So they were both born in Ireland and ended up in Oldham. He died on August the 15th, 1951 in Oldham. Their third daughter is Bridget Shelley, and her grandson Patrick Edwards will speak about her later. Their fourth child was John Shelley, and he was born on April the 3rd, 1902 in Ireland. He was not born in Carrick-on-Suir. They were away in Offaly, Ireland. We're not sure why he was born there, but that's where he was born. He never got married. He immigrated to Canada, and he died on March the 15th, 1978 in Toronto, Ontario. Margaret Maggie Shelley is their fifth child, and she was born on May the 25th, 1905 in Carrick-on-Suir. She died on January the 27th in Cheltenham, Gloucestershire, England, and she married William Charles Locke in July 1930 in Marybone, Middlesex, United Kingdom. He was born on the 16th of June 1908 in, and I'm going to pronounce it wrong, Honatoon, Devon, England, and he died in April 1988 in Cheltenham, Gloucestershire, England. She married an unknown spouse in September 1935 in Cashel, Ireland. Their sixth child was James Shelly, son of John and Anne again, was born on the 20th of May 1910 in Curraconsur, Tipperary Island, and he was lost track of. I do know that he was in Essex in 1971. I have a letter that someone wrote to my mother, or my mother wrote to my father when we were in England, saying that they might go and visit. The next child would be the fifth child, was Margaret, going by Maggie Shelley, and she was born on May the 25th, 1905, again, Carrick-on-Suir, County Tipperary, Ireland, and she died in January 27th, 1993, in Cheltenham, Gloucestershire, England. She married William Charles Locke in July 1930 in Marylebone, Middlesex, United Kingdom, and he was born on the 16th of June 1908 in Honiton, Devon, England. He died in April 1988 in Cheltenham, Gloucestershire, England, and she married an unknown spouse in September 1935 in Cashel, England. Did I just repeat myself? James Shelley was their cut. He's gonna leave me hanging here. Anyways, I repeated. Their seventh child was Anne Shelley, and she was born on the 20th of April 1915 in Carrick-on-Suir, County Tipperary, Ireland, and she died on February 9th, 2004 in Luton, Bedfordshire, England. She married a Peter Meany in September 1936. They had a child, Ellen Nellie, about April 1937. And unfortunately, Ellen died in January 1938, 4 months before her father, Peter, who died at the age of 20 in May 1938. She was very devastated by this, had a breakdown. Her parents sent her to her sister in England to try and get her over it, and she met her next husband, Edward Loria, son of Jacques Loria and Vera Loria, and so in 1939 in Hampshire they were married. Because she was so upset about the death of her husband and her baby, she never wanted to talk about it, and she didn't divulge that information to her husband. He died in May 1985 in Dackroom, Hertfordshire, England. And the next child was number 8, Esther Shelley, and she was born on the 2nd of April 1917 in Carrick-on-Suir, Tipperary, Ireland, and she died on August 15th, 2006 in Loughborough, Leicestershire, England. She married Daniel Flood in September 1934 in Ireland, and he was born on June the 27th, 1913, and he died on July the 10th, 1981 in Lancashire, Central Lancashire, England. My mother, who is the daughter of Molly Shelley that I had spoke of earlier, her name was Mary, going by May, Mackin, and married Goralski. So Mary May Mackin Goralski. She was born on June the 24th, 1925, and she married my father, Roman Goralski, on June the 8th, 1946 in Oldham, Lancashire, England. My mother was also born in Oldham, Lancashire, England. My mother died in September the 10th, 2016 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And she married Roman Goralski who was a Polish soldier that she met in Blackpool, and they were married in June in England, and they immigrated to Canada in 1952, and my father died on he was born on July the 24th, 1916 in Podalki, Poland, and he died on April the 23rd, 1916, and he was 3 months shy of his 100th birthday.
Excellent. So could you give us just a few tips? If someone wants to do more research, they can get the information on Ancestry.com?
Ancestry.com is what I've been using. I haven't been able to get much information on my father's side of the tree, him being Polish, and it's harder to get the information. I also, because of the Irish, even though my mother was born in England, of course, both her parents were Irish, I had my uncle's DNA done, and he was 100% Irish. So what you need to do is go back as far as you can, that you can start with, and if the people are still alive right now, get them spitting. Order the DNA tests, and if you're searching Irish people, I suggest you go to irishgenealogy.ie and look through the civil records on that website. And it doesn't cost anything to go onto that website, and they don't ask you to be a member. And Ancestry, if you're going to do the DNA and you're really interested, then I would take the membership, because it will give you clues, etc. One of my cousins that I found from England, I didn't even know about. I know a lot of my cousins, but it was on my grandfather's side. So you will discover things that you weren't aware of. Thank you.
Excellent.